Hello and welcome. It's so easy to get caught up in the rush of our daily lives, isn't it? Sometimes it feels like we're a little lost, a little disconnected from a deeper sense of meaning. Today, we're going to explore a really gentle shift in perspective, a way to find purpose not by searching for something totally new, but by seeing the profound value in what you're already doing. Yeah, that feeling of just going through the motions, if that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. It's such a common feeling in our busy world. But what if the path to rediscovering your purpose is hiding in plain sight, right in the middle of that very routine? It's a fascinating thought, right? Okay, let's dive into this. So let's start with this idea of creation. When you hear that word, you probably think of artists, musicians, writers, right? But what if we're all creators, every single day and everything we do? The ideas we're exploring today suggest that our daily lives are actually our greatest masterpiece. And this really helps us understand that. When we think of culture, we might think of museums or concerts, but the source we're drawing from defines it way more broadly. It's everything that makes up human life, the entire fabric of it, how we connect, how we live, how we simply are. When you see it that way, your life itself is this amazing cultural work, always in progress. And these examples really bring it home. Each one of these is a creative act. Building a good friendship, nurturing harmony in your family, running a business with integrity, or even just how you approach learning something new. These are all forms of creation. You're actively shaping the world around you, moment by moment. It's a quiet but incredibly powerful kind of artistry. Okay, so that's the creation part. Now let's talk about something we all deal with, the difficult times, the struggles and the challenges. We usually just see them as obstacles, right? Things we have to get over. But let's try looking at them through a totally new lens. I mean, it's a question we've all asked ourselves when things get tough. Why is this happening? Is there any point to all this pain, or is it just random suffering? Well, the perspective we're exploring offers an answer that could honestly change everything about how you relate to your own difficulties. Just take a moment and let that one sink in. It's not about just gritting your teeth and enduring the struggle until it's over. No, the very act of working through it, of trying to understand it, of trying to find a way forward, that is the important work. That is your unique research. So, here's the crucial point. Your challenges are, in a way, tailor-made for you. They aren't some kind of punishment because you did something wrong. Think of them more like personal research projects designed for your own growth. They are a set of problems that only you, with your specific life, have the tools to solve. And in solving them, you discover a kind of wisdom you just couldn't find anywhere else. So, if our daily life is an act of creation, and our struggles are our personal research, where is all of this heading? What's the ultimate goal? It's all about you discovering and generating your own unique light. It's about learning to shine. And here, we see this beautiful distinction between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is what we gather from the outside world, from books, from school, from the internet, and it's incredibly valuable. But wisdom is different. It's the light you produce from within. It's forged from your own experiences, your creations, and that personal research we just talked about. And that's really the purpose, isn't it? Not just to be like a planet that reflects light from other sources, but to become a star that generates its own energy. It's about turning the raw material of your life, both the good and the difficult, into a shining wisdom that warms the world. This is why this matters so much. When you are generating your own light, your own wisdom, it's hard to feel lost or dim. That inner radiance becomes a source of strength for you, and it naturally becomes a beacon for the people around you, offering them guidance without you even trying. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Becoming a star? That sounds like a huge, intimidating task. But like any great journey, we're reminded that it doesn't start with a giant leap. It starts with a single, small, consistent step. I just love this analogy. If you wanted to learn Taekwondo, you wouldn't expect to be a black belt on day one, right? You'd show up, you'd learn the first basic form, and you'd practice it. Maybe you'd feel a little awkward at first, but with that gentle consistency, you build strength and grace. It's the exact same idea when it comes to cultivating your inner wisdom. So where do we begin? Well, the path starts really simply. First, there's no need to feel embarrassed. This is your personal practice for you. Second, you don't need anyone's permission or a big audience. It's perfectly okay to start by yourself. And finally, remember the key isn't intensity, it's gentle consistency.
a little bit continued over time. And so that brings us right here, to this moment. The real question isn't about some far-off destination, but about the very next step. Maybe it's taking 5 minutes to just sit and reflect. Maybe it's trying a new, kinder way to talk to a family member. Or maybe it's just acknowledging a difficult feeling and thinking, okay, this is my research. So I'll leave you with this. What small practice will you begin today to help your own star shine just a little bright?